Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I know there's been. Hey, Chris is here. Andy, Joe, how's it going? Mr. Mitch, dirty old man. Bill's here. How you doing, Bill? Who am I missing? I know Robert. I saw Robert. How you doing? Um, who else did I miss? Anybody? Tommy J. I said Andy, didn't I? Anyway, I think I caught up on everybody. So I think I just wanted to say, hey Joe, what's up? Thanks for the super chat, man. You're all right. Uh, I'll probably catch a bunch of crap because I said Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's instead of Happy Holidays, but I don't know, just the way I was brought up. Get over it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I put that same thing on my Facebook. I made it up this morning to basically to get back to the U.S. and Australia is mainly where most of my family is, but I have friends all around the world. So anyway, um, how's everybody doing today? I'm hoping good. Everybody's saying hello. I'm imagining the sound and everything is the same because it sounds the same in my ear. So for my mic. All right, Joe, I will do that. Hey, Jam, how you doing? From Daytona. So it's later on in the day. Maybe I should start. What do you guys think? Should I start like earlier at 8 o'clock, 45 minutes earlier? Would that help people out? Hey, Mr. Mitch, thanks. um, go. Let's see. I've got rid of the health section, so we won't do that. The house basically they finished on 90% of the hardscape. They put the slab down and started the block work on the I don't know what to call it, the Buddha area. You know, the one where they have the little what I call some kind of house or whatever outside. Anyway, they're the offering thing where they put the cokes and stuff like that. They should be done with that today. So I'm hoping I'll move. The kids are coming tonight, or actually early tomorrow morning. So I might have them help me take this pool apart and bring it over there, so I don't interrupt the guys from actually doing real work. But hey, Douglas, how you doing? 4:30 on my first cup of coffee. Where are you from, Douglas? 4:30 a.m. a.m. or fourth? No, first cup. So I'm imagining 4:30 in the morning. Anyway, to keep let them keep working because I do want to kind of lay it out. Now I have some new news for most of the people. I'll put it on Facebook probably too. I don't think any of my family from the U.S. is going to be able to go, but my wife wants to do the parties on January 8th, the day before we move in. That isn't completely firmed up, but as of the discussion last night and this morning, I believe we're doing the marriage thing and the Buddhist part of the wedding and the house blessing all on the 8th because I guess I don't know the side of the house where I'm going to have the Thai kitchen. It's pretty much not going to. I mean, you could walk through there, but it's not going to be like open ranged, just running through there. And I guess you got to walk around the house numerous times with a bunch of people. And my wife doesn't want the Thai kitchen there when they do it. So I don't know. I told her whatever. I don't care as long as I move in there by the 9th. I don't give a crap what happens. But it's kind of short notice for people that are here in Thailand that wanted to come. I know Tom and Mitch and them, they're going to come visit within the next week or so. So I don't know if they're going to want to turn around and come back. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But whoever's around and invited, I'll definitely firm it up in the next live stream and say yeah, it's definitely going to happen 100%. But I don't know that for sure right now. Hey, regular Joe Travels, how are you? Yeah, it's getting close. It's getting close. I can't wait. I ordered a triple filter, the ones that are like about 20 inches long. They're usually blue. These ones are white, and a three-stage deal to take out, the heavy minerals and the taste and clarity and smell and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm going to try to use that. It was only 1,500 baht with the filters. I don't know how long they last, but I'm only going to use them to fill the pond. I'm going to get the big filters for the house. Those ones that are like I don't know 4 or 5 feet tall. and 8, 10, 12 inches. They're all different size round. But he's still got to put down the slab and set the 1,000-liter tank and the new pump. And then I will do the pump for the well, and I'm going to have a secondary 1,000-liter tank over by the temporary koi pond. So it's moving there. I mean, actually, to move in, we could have moved in last week. I have water. I would have just put the filter coming into the house. As it is, I do have it set up so my father-in-law, when he's there, he can take showers, hot showers, and have running water of such. It's not the best water in the world, but I know the builder didn't want me running that water through the house too much, but there really isn't too much. There's some stuff in the sinks, but we're not using the sinks. If I had my washer there, though, the sand and the grit, even from the city water, will get in there. I would always suggest putting some kind of a sediment filter coming off of your tank into your house. Doesn't have to be a gigantic one, and it can be the little ones that you just clean, just to take the sand and crap, keep it from getting in all the, because it'll screw with your toilets and, like I said, washing machines, sinks, stuff like that. Anything that has a screen in it will eventually get plugged. The one going into my pond that feeds the water, it has a screen. I got to clean that about once every 2 weeks, twice a month. So just a little heads up if you're going to do it. And they're nothing. I think they were under 100 baht. The little ones, I think they're 1/2 inch, and they make them in 1/2 inch and 3/4. So everybody's just saying, hey, there's Black Sheep. How you doing? He's the one that's drawn up and giving me all the stuff on the pond. In fact, real quick, I'm going to show you something. I took a picture of the drawing, the crude drawing that I did, but I just wanted to kind of point out, I don't know, the back of the pond, or the top of the page, is actually the part that extrudes out there, is the patio off of my bedroom, and it stands about 80 centimeters high. So what I'm going to do is, I got to get some measurements for you, but I might still put a step down at the end like you showed. I don't know how much room I'm going to have from the bottom of the page to the wall. I'm imagining it's going to be about 1.5 meters, but I don't know for sure. But I'm going to put it, my wife wanted to be able to walk right off the deck right into the pond. So I'll put steps going down there, and then actually right inside the pond. And that's about it. You can see the concrete and stuff like that. You had all the dimensions pretty right, but you can see the way that I've trimmed the sides of the bottom part of the pond. Those are going to be actually towers. They're going to have water running through them, and they're a meter long and 0.9 meters high. So whatever, I haven't figured out what that angle is going to be. I don't want a bunch on either side of it, but anyway, so there's a little bit of information maybe you can do. I also sent you a picture of that in an email. Okay, we got off that subject. See if anybody's asking me anything. Hey James, how you doing? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, my brother. Should be running pre-flight. Yeah, pre-flight checks. Yeah, you bet. But I know who else was saying something about I think Mitch was getting my reindeer ready. James saying hi to everybody. James is a great guy. We had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to either getting over to Pattaya and visiting again, or definitely by the next bike trip. That's the distance from the. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's going to be like one. It's going to be somewhere between 1 and 1.5 meters. It's not per any kind of code. I'm supposed to have some kind of back off even in Thailand, but if I did that, I wouldn't have any backyard. So I'm doing it without getting. They don't really have any kind of permits or inspection or anything. So, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. People build up to the property line, and this is actually going to be off a little bit, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. How far am I from Pattaya? It's about, Daniel, good morning, by the way, or afternoon or evening. It's about a 6 hour drive, 6.5 hour drive in a car or whatever. And they also have buses and trains and everything else that run that way. Actually, they take a little longer. They take a longer route. I don't know if it's because they come up towards Bangkok and then down. I don't know why, but what mine shows is about 6.5 hours. The pond's going to be actually 2 meters deep. So it's going to be a little bit under because I don't want it above the deck. And my deck, like I said, is at 0.8. So I'll make the pond probably at 0.8 finished, not actually water level. And then whatever it takes to get the difference, what is that, 8, 9, 10, 2. So 1.2 meters below grade, something to that effect. And the pool's going to be like 1.3 meters. Let's see. Real man says many kitchens appliances draw maximum load. You will need more than one feed. Yeah, I've got. There's actually 3 feeds coming over there. One is for underneath the sink. I have a hot water deal. There's one for the. Actually, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 feeds over there. One for the refrigerator that's on a separate circuit. The one under the sink for the water heater is a separate circuit, and the one for the microwave, I believe, is a separate circuit. It might be the same as the one that's up on the wall where the hood fan is going to go. So I know there's at least 3 circuits going over there, so there should be plenty. Because I know my air fryer and stuff like that pulls a lot. Hey David, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Happy. Yeah, to you too, and your family too also. We are cooking with gas. Did I miss something? Dip the pond. Yeah, I have gas, and there'll be 2, and a big oven and a 3-burner cooktop, regular like USA or oven, a regular open front, top burner, 3-burner, not 4, and then I have a 2-burner that sets on top of the deal. So they'll have 2 burners or 5 total outside. I don't know if I'm going to regret it or not, but the cooktop that I went in the kitchen with was only a 2-burner. I probably should have went with 3 or 4, but I don't know. If it becomes a hassle, they're not much money, a couple $100 or something, I'll change it and go to a different one. But I think it's only me that's going to be cooking in there, and I don't usually run more than 2 items, maybe something in the oven and something like that. But I don't usually run more than 2. Did I miss anything? If I missed it, put it in. Yeah. So anyway, that one picture. So that's basically going to take up the whole backyard. But I did like, and I'll share the drawings when he gets done with them because they're 3D and they're very nice. He's awfully. I really appreciate him helping me out. The thing that he drew for the tiki room type layout stuff looks pretty cool too, and it's actually going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I never did ask Tony. Maybe if he drops in today, I will ask him how big that back tiki area it is. But it's probably 3 deep and it's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 long. So it's actually probably as big as his is. It's just up against the one side. His probably a lot longer. His probably 10 meters across or something. But the actual area where he's got his bar and his little area in that can't be more than 6, 7 meters wide. Hey Gary, what's happening? Saying good morning from Melbourne. Yes, she does, David. enough to where we can communicate. I need to learn more Thai, but she speaks a lot better than she wants to think she does. That's why she doesn't ever want to come on too much. She will do it when we're actually in the house and I'm doing a live stream from the house, so that she can read the comments or let me know what people are saying. But she doesn't. She's kind of embarrassed of her English, which I think most Thai women are, unless they're completely fluent. They don't like. They think that they don't speak good English, but we get enough done. Let's see. What did this say? Joe says, Dave, where did you go for? I haven't went yet. We're gonna go tomorrow night, Joe. The well, I decided to wait for the kids, and it'll kind of be like a Christmas birthday party. We're gonna go to, of course, to their favorite barbecue place and blow it out, and that'll be tomorrow night. And I'll probably do a video on it. The kids haven't been around in a while. Any questions? Do Americans say happy holidays? Yeah, it's supposed to be politically correct to say happy holidays because you got people that the Jewish people and Hanukkah and this and that. And I never really get down and run them all. The the politically correct way, as far as I understand, Andy, is happy holidays. And I always say Merry Christmas because just the way I was, but it should be happy holidays. I'll probably catch crap for it in the comments. But let's see what Douglas has to say. What is the approximate cost of the plunge pool? I'm guessing it's going to be about, I'm hoping it's going to be around 150,000 baht, which is cheap, but that's what I'm shooting for. I'm budgeting somewhere between that and 200,000. I want to get done with the plunge pool and the pond for about 350 would be nice, and that's going to all be over 2 or 3, 4 or 5 months because I can build the pond and have it adequately filtered, but have all the necessary stuff for me to basically call it bolt on, filtration that I can add to it, and in stages because the filtration stuff gets expensive. So we'll see, but I definitely will keep everybody up to snuff on what it's going to cost and how much it's running. Hey, Bad Brad, how you doing? From Dallas. Glad you could make it. 18 chats, just 8 thumbs up. Thanks, Jam. Jam's on top of it. I think they're just saying hello. Simply say hello. We are in a bar restaurant that's serving because of her English skills. Her thought trip was a. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, most Thai women that I've talked to always think that their English is no good, and they speak perfectly good English. Probably better grammar than me. I think my skills in English. I think I stopped taking English in 7th grade, 8th grade, something like that. So I don't know why, but they're very self-conscious of that. Yeah, easily. I mean, if I was to get someone to build it, I would think 400 would still be cheap. For a small pool. I want to say Tony spent. I don't know. We'll have to ask. I wish Tony was in today. Maybe he'll pop in. But if you don't get a chance, if you watch his video, his videos, he's really good. Bad Badger. If somebody's got the link, stick it up. Douglas, he did a plunge pool, or what I'm calling a plunge pool. It's like 1.23 meters deep. It's 3 meters wide, and I think it's 5 meters long. And very good job, very well done. And I think he put it in there. And I want to say 700, 750. And I know Joe's was over 1 million. But Joe's is pretty big and a lot more elaborate. But 4x8, yeah, I would consider that a pool. That's getting up there. I wish I could put in. I could have put one in that side, but it would have took up my whole backyard, and or pretty much all of my backyard, and I wouldn't have had a place for the pond. And we really enjoy the fish and stuff. Let's see. What is this one? Regular Joe Travels. I've experienced A lot of that in Mexico as well. Many speak great English but don't want to from fear of being. Yeah, they don't like it. They think that yeah they get embarrassed. They think that they're not that it's not good enough. Which I don't know. I will. She has kind of told me, although I would never pressure her to do anything, to help me out with the live stream once we get into the house and everything's clean and the curtains are up and the kitchen's finished and everything's pretty much 99.9% done. Then I'll do a long live stream there. James Morris, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you from Florida. Cool. Glad you could come in. Let's see what Douglas says. My wife always says yes, yes, but really doesn't know. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I've only been with my wife a little over 2 years, and almost 2.5, I guess. And I can pretty much tell the look in her eyes that I can look at her and say, "You didn't understand a damn thing I said, did you?" And if I do it that way, she'll smile. And then, I tried to explain to her, you at least have to let me know, no, I don't understand, and I'll go another way. And usually, if we do that, she will get what I'm trying to get through to her. But yeah, it's funny though. Yeah. Same thing. Oh yes, get settled in. I'm sure she will. Yeah, she doesn't mind dancing. Doing a little dance if I'm filming, like on the way to the truck to get in to go somewhere or stuff like that. She doesn't mind that, but she's not embarrassed, I think, to be or afraid of or shy of the camera or anything. It's just being able to speak. She's embarrassed. So yeah, she'll get involved. Do I want her to? It doesn't really matter to me. It's up to her. Up to you. Up to you. If she wants to, by all means, she can dance and talk and do whatever she wants. But mainly, whatever keeps a smile on her face is perfectly fine with me, as you know. I don't know where Tom is, dirty old man. He'll pop in, I'm sure. Maybe he's working. Sometimes he does his trading, in the morning, and usually he pops on. Excuse me for a minute. Thank you. To be fair, Dave. Yeah, I need to speak a lot more Thai. I find myself like such a hypocrite because, especially the way I was before. If you've watched my videos that where I tell you, I just didn't consider myself a good person up until about 15, 20 years ago, something like that. And if it was before that, if a Thai person moved in next to me and didn't speak English, boy, I would just bust their stones and say, you need to get out of my country until you need to learn my language. Why am I trying to talk to you? I would have been an idiot. Now, normally, I would say if that happened to me now, especially what I've done here in Thailand, I'm embarrassed to say I've been here, 3 years and I don't speak even enough to get by. I don't even think I can say, where's the bathroom? I don't know anything. I need to discipline myself. And my wife's teacher that teaches her English, excuse me, or has taught her English in the past, excuse me, is supposed to have been giving me classes 2 times a week. We set that up before COVID. Once that hit and I got sick and I was in the hospital, man, needless to say, I didn't get over there. I've got to get over there. I do need to. And I'm just, hey, Johnny, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Hey, Randy, how you doing? I'm having a problem with my throat right now. Rainy Southern California. It doesn't rain in Southern California. At least that's what the song says. I live there, know better, but Trip is on the phone. I stuck on a mattress topper. Yeah, I spent a fortune on my bed, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I would suggest that to anybody that's moving here and is gonna, after you've done your initial, because I would always suggest to anybody to do 6 months, a year at least 6 months. Then once you get that feeling, I did it in 2 weeks, but I was in a different frame of mind and just wanted to get away from everything. And glad that I did. I mean, everything fell in place, like it was supposed to, I guess. But I would suggest you do that. But once you do that, that would be what I spent the most money on would be my bed. You're not any good in this life without good sleep. Jack, how you doing? Pleased to meet you. Good morning, Pete. Maybe you can start speaking Thai now to us. Yeah, yeah. I just need to do it because, like I said, I know years ago I would have been the biggest hypocrite in the world. I would have went off on anybody, not necessarily a Thai person, but anybody that came to the United States and a foreigner and didn't learn the language. I would just be, I wouldn't have been nice to, put it that way. But now, I need to do it because my father-in-law, my wife tells me all the time, my mother and my father want to talk to you so bad, um, you know, so they're never going to learn English. He's 75, she's 65. She's no reason. But me, I need to learn it. The kids want to interact with me more. They want to interact with me more. I just need to force myself and do it. But as you know, if you watch the channel, I procrastinate. I still got my freaking passport with only one page left in it, and I have to renew my visa in February, the first part of February. So I don't even know if I could get it back on time. I think one time somebody jumped on me about it, and I said, "Yeah, I'm going to do it today. I'll do it and have her print it." And that didn't work. So let's see what Jam has to say here. My husband, zero Thai with 21 years of marriage. Yeah, hey, Soy Mafia, how you doing? Good morning to you, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Um, I don't know. I need to know more. It's really hard. I wasn't that great in school as far as intelligence. I was fine. Wanting to actually learn something, I was horrible. I didn't want to learn anything, and doing that, it just I don't know, just the way I am. So me to actually learn something now at 65 is hard, but I need to do it. I would like to know, like even as as little as just to be able to communicate, hello, how are you, and some of that I know. How what are you doing today? Just little communication stuff. I wish I could do. Let's see what did he say. Aussie is the most currently diverse country in the world, over 100 languages spoken. I don't doubt that. I'm sure that there's a bunch of them in the U.S. too, but mainly Spanish. And a lot of people, if you learn Thai or something, you're going to use that in Thailand. I mean, I know my wife can speak a little bit Cambodian because her mother grew up next to the border and father, but anything similar to that, I mean, if you know Spanish, I mean, you can speak in Spain and a lot of countries that Costa Rica, a lot of places that speak that dialect, or at least enough to where you can get by. Thailand is just specific to Thailand. Hey, Tommy J. What does it say? Will you have someone live stream your wedding services? Never really thought about it. You want to come over and do it? You're more than welcome. Everybody's invited, by the way. And like I said, I don't know if anybody was here. We have more in the chat now. My wife dumped on me last night that she wants to have the party and the wedding and all that on the 8th of January, which is only 3 weeks away. So once that's firmed up, I will release it to everybody, and anybody that's around is more than welcome to come on by. What does this say? Regular Joe. There are between 354 and 30 in the United States Americans. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there has to be. I mean, we're the biggest melting pot, I think, in the world, right? Although Australia was right there too, because like I said, when my family split up, they split into two boats or whatever. One of them came to New York and one of them went to Australia. So I've got just about as many relatives in Australia that I do in the U.S. So I'm sure a lot of other nationalities did that also. Hey, Big Dave, learning a new language. Yeah, and this language, it's kind of like Spanish because I know very, very little Spanish. But what I do know about it is I see the dog I see, it's backwards, not maybe in that particular instance, but so you have to also take that into effect. Although if you're probably speaking it, they will probably understand, and go, it's just a farang, So, but you're probably talking to someone else, dirty old man. I have some loose ends back in the States I have to deal with before I can move here. And I'm glad, don't, by all means. I just don't want to miss something. Let's see, Jack. Or you can go sell a weekend stall outside your home. Yeah, Doug. The other house that we had, the rental before we moved in here, had an actual coffee shop, a very nice one. I put the goldfish pond that I have outside and all my chemicals and stuff I needed, microscopes and all that inside. It was very nicely built, but it had the front that opened up to the street, and it was a coffee shop, said coffee on it and everything. We never used it for that, but yeah, a lot of people do that. If the kids, what I'm planning on trying to do with the kids is they're both going. One's 18, one's 16. The 18-year-old, like I've said before, is learning traditional Thai dance. I think by the time she's 22 or 23, she'll be out of college. She starts her first year now. And the youngest is in singing for teaching. So I guess what I'm saying is my in-laws' place, that's basically my wife's place, is a typical Thai place with the roll-up door in the front, and then the kitchen in the back, and the living quarters upstairs, and that type thing. I want to redo that for them and let them have a singing and traditional Thai dance studio. They don't have any here. That's why they're going to school in Bangkok. They don't have anybody here teaching traditional Thai dance. And I think there are a lot of Thai people that have a little bit of money that want to keep that tradition alive, in this country. I don't know if anybody has witnessed traditional Thai dance, but it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's something to look at, and my daughter knows so many different ones, and they're like in 20, 30 minutes long. I guess it's like a singer remembering songs, but it's amazing. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, I've got a couple of them on my channel, but if you Google traditional Thai dance, you'll see all sorts of stuff, and the elaborate costumes and all that stuff. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty wild. It's awesome to know so much about your history. Mine is so muddled. Yeah, I'm pretty open on this, probably more so than a lot of people have told me in the past to be. But I'm pretty open about my life and what I've done, and there's some things that are kind of private, but most of the stuff, 95% of the stuff, I'm willing to talk about it. It's part of my life, right? Don't feel bad. My wife is from Puerto Rico. It's taken 20 years for Spanish. Yeah. I don't know if I've. Glad you can come in, William. I hope you have a good. I'm going to say happy holidays because I don't know. Baldy Brian, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Soy Mafia, I think I said hi. No issue of passports in Bangkok, Thailand. So they're not doing it. Did they stop it? Do you know? And they probably did because I'm going to need one. So I'm sure that they did. If somebody knows, I'll go on after this and then kick myself in the rear end for not doing. Yeah, I'll never become fluent. I know that, but if I could at least communicate to the kids and to my in-laws, I'll be happy. They performing arts center and serene vocals upstairs, dancing downstairs. Is it traditional Thai dance? I don't know. You could be right. My wife, this is the school she wanted them to go to, but as far as she said, there wasn't anybody around in Srin, so I'll definitely bring that up to her. Hey Waza, how you doing? Saying hello to everyone. Just want a Merry Christmas to everyone. Cool. Gonna do dishes. We'll be listening. All right, dirty old man. Regular Joe travels. I know how you feel. I can learn many things, but new language. Yeah, and it's really hard for me too. So yeah, I wouldn't kick yourself for it being hard to do. Baldy saying hi to everybody. Oh, there's Tom. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? I think it was Dirty Old Man asking where you were. What was Andy saying? We all have history, some good, some not. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and it's I don't know. It was good for me to talk about stuff sometimes. Like my wife passing and stuff like that. It's good for me to put that through my brain. It's gotten easier and easier. I shouldn't say easier. It's gotten to where I can tolerate it, but it helps talking about crap. Gary saying Merry Christmas to Tom. Everybody saying hi to Tom. Oh, and there goes my phone. Whenever it pops up something, it vibrates and the thing falls over. You'd think I could find something to hold it. I didn't see Brock here this morning. I wonder what he's up to. And I didn't see Mark, but I think Mark had some stuff to do. I know Mitch was in. He's doing his 90-day check-in, I think. I think everybody's just saying good morning. So what has it been? It's been 38 minutes. I'll put up the link in case anybody wants to come in and say hello. There you go. In case anybody wants to come in. So what's today? So today we have it's actually, what is it? Christmas Eve here. So but TOT is having a New Year's party. So I guess I'm going to that. She'll be working till probably about 4 o'clock or so, and then she's going to come home and gather me up, and then we'll go back. And should be fun. I don't know. I'll probably keep my mask on the whole time. I don't need to get anything, but I hate that mask. It's getting to be. It's really hard for me because in my mind, anything that keeps me restricted from breathing in any way kind of freaks me out because when I had that tube in my mouth, it was a pain in the ass to breathe. Hopefully, no one has to experience that. It's a nightmare. And when I have that on there, I don't know if it's a panic attack or not really an attack, but it bothers me. I want to rip the damn thing off. And so I don't know if I will or not. Hopefully the people there are from Surin and been here for a while and there shouldn't be any problem. But I don't know what's happening around the world. I haven't been following it too much. I know that they did cancel some New Year's stuff, the government, but beyond that, I don't really know. My Jack is here. What is it? I'm too shy to join and call. No problem. Text in. My English is lousy and low confidence. Yeah. Let's see. Dave. I lost my wife to cancer 5 years ago at 47. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss also. That's way too young. She was too young at 60. Talking has made it easier over time. Yeah, it seems to. I hate to use the word easy, but I guess it's the right word to explain it because if it gets a little bit better, it is easier. But the first year was a nightmare, and then it has gotten better to where I tolerate it, and yeah, talking about it helps. 90-day done yesterday. Oh, Tom, you did yours yesterday. Yeah, I wish they would. Like I had said before, they had talk about before COVID came up. There was big talk about the government being nice to all the people, and because they were complaining about the 90-day check-in, and sorry, I was reading something. They were going to cut it. They were going to stop it. And I think I said something the other day about it because they pretty much know where you are. I mean, if you leave the country, they're going to know. If you go to a hotel, they know. Everything gets punched in. That's why they take all your passport information. So it I don't know. I hope everything stays going forward. I know they canceled. I'm gathering they canceled all the sandboxes except for Phuket. And that's the way that I heard it said. All the 1 day deal and all the sandboxes except for Phuket is the way that I remember it being said when I heard it on either the news or something on the television or whatever it was. By all means, check yourself. Uh, but so Phuket is still going, and hopefully they don't shut that down, and hopefully they don't shut travel down. I know a couple of people that I know have been traveling in the last few days, and like I said, we went on that. I was gone probably 10 days on that motorcycle trip with No Time to Be Sad, Chocolate Man, and Gift and Foreigner Joe, um, and Thanksgiving at their house. And like I said the other day, we did not hit one check stop, not one stop, not where are you going, not slow down, not, oh, what's this up ahead, nothing. And we covered quite a bit of ground. I think I covered almost 3,000 kilometers, 2,800 or something, something like that. Anyway, so, I'm hoping that they keep travel. I'm sure that if it starts to get out of hand, but I haven't seen the numbers going through the roof or anything. They still seem to be leveled off or coming down around a couple grand. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Chris knows too. So it's a it's a small club of people, right? I tell all my friends now. I say, besides the ones that you really get robbed from you with the cancers and the this and that. I said, if you're traveling, try to travel together, try to drive together, try to do everything together. So if you get taken together. It would be it wouldn't have bothered me in the least to go the same time she did. It's and if I had to say it, I would say I'm kind of relieved that it was her and not me, because if she was around and I was gone, the woman loved me unconditionally. God knows why, but she was amazing. We had our ups and downs just like every other marriage, but she loved me wholeheartedly. The love you see from an animal, from a dog, that you beat them with a stick or something and they come back up and want to lick your face. That that it would have killed her. She probably would have been one of those ones that died of a broken heart, 6 months later. But thanks, Gary. 63, 45 years together. That's pretty good. I would have taken 45. I got 27, but it's always too short, Bill, right? Could have been 70 years and it still would have been not enough. Let's see. You'll have a new, yeah. And my wife, we were there. Her aunt came over, and the last time that her aunt was at the house was at the groundbreaking ceremony where they put up the first upright column and the umbrella and the what is it, the banana tree and the sugar cane, and feed everybody and that type of thing. That was the last time she was there, so she was like, "Oh wow," and she doesn't have any kind of YouTube or anything. She doesn't watch anything, but yeah. So we were there last night. And my wife didn't want to leave. She looked at me. We could just stay. She was only kidding because of the Buddhist in her, but she's ready. She's ready. Yeah, yeah, it's a hard one, man. It's a hard one, Bill. Our Big Dave, for sure. Cancer is hard to watch, and that was the hardest part. It helped a little bit because I've said before, we found out that she had, it was right before the stage of leukemia. I forget, antiplastiki, whatever, it's cancer. Okay. So we decided to go with the bone marrow transplant, and they had a pretty good success rate, 80% or something, at Stanford, which was supposed to be the best in the world, not just the United States. And I'll testify their care was beyond approach. I mean, they were top notch, man. And up until a week before she passed, I thought she was gonna pull out of it. I thought she was gonna make it, and so I only had to go through 5 days, but then your mind starts to go and you watch them, and basically it's the most horrible thing in the world. They bring them within an inch of their life with the chemo and crap, and then they say, okay, now recover. Well, the doctor said if she would have been 40, she probably would have been fine, but she just didn't have the strength at 60, and I lost her. So, but yeah, it's nasty. Hate that stuff. But of course, if we didn't have stuff like that, I mean, they're going to find something that's going to kill people. It just sucks that they have to take away like that. Like I tell my friends, taking twos, man. Most of the people, especially my age, you're up at 65 years old or whatever. I mean, you've already been married for 40, 30, 40, 50 years. What the hell? We might as well both go together because it is lonely, man. I'll be the first to admit it. I didn't come here to chase someone, but I was definitely eventually in 2 or 3 years is what I was thinking. Just a companion, a female point of view on anything. Didn't have to be anything sexual. Didn't have to be anything, just a good friendship with a woman that wanted to maybe travel, maybe do stuff like that was all I was hoping for. And I got way up here, I got luckier than crap. Hey, James, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you too and your family. 34 years. Two angry arguments. Yeah, like now, Andy, with Noy. I mean, it's like we've been together 2.5 years. We probably had five what I would consider more than a 10-second argument, and four of those about the frickin' house. So I'm hoping to get that done. Tomorrow will be the meeting with the builder, so we'll get over. I'll get through the deducts and the add-ons that I did, and get that all hammered out. Hopefully, he'll have the water and the concrete slab for that done by the end of next week, and then we're ready to move in. And I know that they're going to move some stuff. I know the kids are coming. Like I said, they leave. I think they leave Bangkok at 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, so they'll get here like 3 in the morning on Saturday. We'll go pick them up, and then 9 o'clock we meet the builder, and that shouldn't take more than an hour, I hope. He's also got a bar or just a bar, I guess. If it would have been a restaurant, he could have been open. He's got a bar here in Surin, but it's not the same as using the word bar in Thailand. There's no girls, or it's a regular, what I would consider a bar in the States. Yeah, exactly, Chris. You have to have, yeah, you would definitely. I wouldn't believe anybody that said that they never argued with their wife. That just doesn't happen. That's just human nature, I think. Let's see. Bill says, well, we're talking about death. People are hanging around. 12 years, 65, had bladder cancer, and after losing another brother, my wife. Yeah. It is. It's horrible. And I saw my wife. I didn't really realize it at the time, but her brother was like one of the most kind men I've ever met in my entire life. He was 56 or 7, and he had kidney cancer. They found 4th stage, I guess stage 4. I guess what it is I hope I'm saying it. I hope it's not liver, but it's kidney, I think. Kidney cancer, for some reason, doesn't give you any pain. It'll just sit in there and grow and grow and grow and grow, and then it'll start spreading. Once it reaches stage 4, it'll start spreading to your lungs and your liver and your whatever. And then by the time they find it, it's usually always stage 4 because there's no pain involved with it. And she lost him 6 months, and she did get to spend. I told her stay down there, and I traveled. I was working, and then I would go down there on the weekends in Simi Valley. It was about a 4.5, 5 hour drive, and just a great man. He was too kind, if that's actually possible. He wanted everybody to get along, and stuff. But he was a great man, and she just took it like if she lost me. They were like this, so it's horrible. And the worst part about it now, and I know most of the people, or a lot of the people that watch this channel, are I think the biggest audience between 55 and 65. And, people are starting to die. It's not only the relatives, the aunts, the uncles and stuff. It's friends and brothers and cousins and, all in that age group. I've lost a bunch of friends. Well, 5 or 6 friends, but like I told before, 90% of the friends or 99% of the friends that I've lost were all alcoholics. So I don't know if that shortened their lives or whatever, but they died at 50, 55, 56, even younger than that. I think a couple 48. So I don't know. Maybe drinking does it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's to each their own, I guess. Okay, and Waza says, can you explain how you went about financing your new home? What sort of deposit was required and repayments? I understand that's no, not at all. Not at all. It about when I came here, I started putting money through my wife's account, although she had great credit anyway. She owns the house that her mom's in. She owned the land that we just built on outright. She owns her truck outright, her scooters outright. She has all this stuff, so she's built up credit. So we went to three. She went to. They wouldn't even take me into consideration, not even as a co-signer or a anything on it. And the loan was for 2.3 million, and she qualified for it. Nothing, nothing down. Everything coming out of that, just signing. She signed the papers. They paid in like 6. The last one we just got yesterday. I don't know if I had mentioned that the bank did okay the final payment, and my wife did get the money. Oh, excuse me, did get the money. But yeah, it was probably a little bit of a pain in the ass on the by her ways. She had to do it all, but she found a nice lady in the bank. They talked about everything. Boom, boom. What do you want? And they looked at the plans and they had to do all the stuff, and they approved it. So yeah, it's all hers. So there's no. They did because it was supposed to take 7 months to build, I think, or something like that. For the last 3 months, I've had to pay the 14,300 is what the loan payment is going to be on it. So I've had to pay that plus the 8,000 that I'm paying for this place here, but not a big deal. So yeah, so it's going to be 14.3. I put money in, and by the time we get done with the plunge pool and the hardscape and the softscape and the pond and the tiki room and the barbecues and the all the build out of the whole property, pretty much it's going to be close to 3. So what is that? That's still under 100,000 US. You can't complain about that. And I if I had to tell you what I thought it would worth, I'll probably have them appraise it or whatever, but I'm going to say 5. you know because of the area it's in. We're real close to that new government center. So a lot of people are looking in this area to build. There's a lot of building, even with the price of steel. There's a lot of building going on in this area. I hope that answered. If I didn't, hit me up again, Waz, if there's something else you wanted to know. I got in the chat late. Did you talk about the builder? No, not yet. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. He'll sort it out, Randy. He's not. He's been great. That's why I did that rant video. I felt so bad afterwards. I didn't even watch it. Only in my mind I thought about, people are going to look at this and think that this guy's a schmuck, and I didn't want that. He's a great guy. He helped us out enormously. Was it a little frustrating doing it? Sure. It's going to be damn near a year for the build, but he did a fantastic job. Like I said, a lot of people here in Thailand walked away from it when the steel doubled and said, here, you're on your own. Goodbye. Either that or pay me an extra million baht, or whatever they needed to do their house. So that's why I did that. But I'll talk to him. He'll make everything right. I know he will. Let's see. And I guess Dirty Old Man's trying to meet up with lunch with somebody. Guys, are you going to get checkups once a year? A couple of years ago, I went to see my doctor. I said, I'm here for 2 years. Yeah, it's funny too because it's not funny, but my wife's mother died at 56. Her father died at 61. Her brother died at 57, and she died at 60. And she has a younger sibling. And after passed away, after time, a little bit of time passed, I said to her sister, I said, man, I'd be scared shitless if I were you. And she just had to kind of laugh. And she said she'd already went and had a full body scan and everything done. And she was in the clear because it's just, the family, it was all the stuff was pretty much related to cancer. So, uh, let's see. Tom's got a little bit easy interest, low interest, try to get 5-year fixed rate. The developers here can also assist you. Don't trust the the real estate agents, the estate agents. Yeah, good advice. I guess that JJ up in Pachua Currycon that did Joe's house, and I guess there's a bunch of ways. Tom's really versed in that. He's getting ready to build, I think, a couple of places, and he would be a good one to ask questions to. And he also has a YouTube channel, mainly uses it for his daughter when she, later on down the road can look at pops and laugh and point at him or something. No, it's a good thing he does. But you can converse with him or, somehow talk to him. He's pretty sharp on that stuff. Yeah, probably at least depending on the area. It could probably run in a cheaper area. I would say in at least the 500,000, maybe 700,000 to over 1 million, and depending on what area it was built in. Yeah, yeah, a lot. You can't buy a rundown shack in the middle of downtown LA for 100,000, and I mean in the worst possible neighborhood, that gunshots all night long, and yeah, it's just unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. It might not be for every. Hey, Cobus, how you doing, man? Glad you could make it. Dropping in for a bit. Got to rush out. Yeah, I know Christmas is coming. Thanks for stopping by. Merry Christmas to you and yours, and a happy holidays and a happy New Year. I'll try to be politically correct. But hey, TT, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Did I send me saying hi to Brock? Did Brock make it? Oh, there he is. I delivered a TV. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, if I was single and I came here and I didn't meet Nitnoy and things didn't come down the way they were, no, I would have never bought. I might have bought a condo, maybe just to not if the prices looked right to me, and I might have bought a condo, but doing what I did, no, never. But it just clicks for some people. I mean, if you got the money and you have enough money for your retirement, and let's say you have a Thai wife or a girlfriend, a fiance, a significant other that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, you might want to do something like that for them. A lot of people ask me, would I have done it if I had the money and paid out of pocket instead of her getting a loan? Sure, if I had the money, no worries, no worries. And a lot of people probably say that was stupid. She could just leave and you'd lose everything. Yeah, sure. But you got to go with your feeling. Like I said, if you can't tell, then they're just really, really good and you got burned. What are you going to do? You know, Either that or you just live on the edge and don't, oh my God, you're scared to do anything. Well, I don't want to give her $1. She might leave me. I don't know. But I trust my wife, go figure. But, certain things, I understand the concept. I understand everything about it. Wouldn't be the smartest thing to do financially. But if you had the money, if you have 3, 4, 5 million dollars, American dollars in the bank, what's spending 100,000? Even if you got a million in the bank, what's spending 100,000 on someone that you're in love with to make their life easier? My wife's beside herself. I mean, I've never seen anybody so happy, period, anyway. But now with I love my house. I love my house. I mean, she dances around the freaking place. It's just exciting to watch. Like I said, it's not all it's not like I'm doing it unselfishly. I get a lot out of it, by just the smiles on everybody's face. Everybody's excited, including me, to move in there. Excuse me. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Or everybody just saying hi and Merry Christmas? Hi, Chris. Merry Christmas to you, and a Happy New Year, and a Happy Holidays. I'm trying to do that. Trying to break myself of saying Merry Christmas, although I don't really think I have to. Along the way, Moto. Oh, you did. You did. What did you think? Did you like it? Was there any? Did you know that the 21? Is there a bunch of changes, or is it pretty much the same bike? That's cool. I love mine, man. Like I said, we had kind of talked a little bit in the comment thing, and he had told me he was going to get the brand new 22 Forza 350. And I told him, well, if you watch the videos and stuff, you know how I feel about the Forza. I mean, I think it's an amazing, amazing scooter. What is this one? Giving interest rates. On the interest rates about 3% fixed. Inflation, the banks are paying you 12% to borrow. Yeah, I mean, depending on what you want to do, how you feel and what your plans are here in Thailand. Would I say, do like me and grab 3 suitcases, move to Thailand, buy a house, lay out money? And no, but definitely come here and check it out for 6 months to a year, and you'll probably stay. It's a great place to even use as a home base, even traveling to Cambodia, Vietnam, all the surrounding stuff, Japan, Australia. You can travel anywhere from here. And I don't think you're going to find, I'm hearing that Vietnam is a little bit cheaper maybe, but the infrastructure isn't quite as good, I think. And it's, I don't know. I'm like I said, I got a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not a big Vietnam fan, although I do want to go there and see what it looks like now. Hey there, Mark. Oh, Mark's here. Mark Ambrot. Did I put? I'll put it back up again. I put it up earlier, guys, but I'll put it up again. I'm talking about the link, and there you go. In case somebody wants to come in. Are you going to lunch with everybody today, Mark? NFL game on right now. God, I still haven't watched any. I'm kind of jonesing for it now. Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, set me up with an Android box thing to get movies and stuff like that, pay for them, legally thing. And the next part that we're going to do, I'm going to wait until we move. I'm going to get the NFL package or whatever it is so I can watch American football. Mark's here. Let me put on the screen so we don't have big heads. There you go. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
whatever they are. I hope everybody out there is going to celebrate with the ones that they love. And if you can't be with the ones that you love, share a minute with yourself. And yeah. So, no, sorry, I've been out for I went to bed late last night, and then I get up every morning and go for a walk, but I was a bit tardy this morning getting up, so I didn't get back. And by the time I have a shower and I didn't have a shave, but a cup of coffee, and so, yeah.
Hey, Brock, how you doing? Brock.
I'm doing good. Oh, there I am.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. G'day, Brock. G'day, Tom. G'day, Dirty Old Man, Joe, Chris. Oh, so many. Hello, everybody.
Let me see if I can catch up with this.
Wazza, how are you, mate? Merry Christmas to you.
Where was the
49 out there? TJ, I know you're out there lurking.
How's that for me when I'm not here?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, but nothing changes. Nothing changes, Brock. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if he answered me on that scooter question. Oh, it's great. Okay, you did.
So
cool.
you asked what I was going to do for Christmas Day, so I'm joining about 30 other expats with their Thai wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, significant others, whatever they are. We're all bringing a plate of food. So I've got to go out. I went to Macro yesterday, but I didn't get everything that I wanted. So I'm going to go out this morning. We need to wash the car, so I go out and get the car washed, and then I'll go and do a little bit of shopping, and then I'm going to prepare my signature dish for tomorrow.
Are you going to a place, or are you going to someone's house?
No, going to a place, going to a little expat bar that's in Malampum Beach, so just around the corner from where I am. Really great bunch of guys.
Cool.
From all around the world. So, but English is a common language, so we can all communicate. So,
yeah, that'd make it nice. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I'm doing anything. There's no one here, so it's not like I haven't met a bunch of expats here in Surin. So we'll pick up the kids. We'll actually probably go over to the house, maybe move the above ground pond and stuff like that, because the kids will be here. I forgot about that. I was going to have the guys do it, but they've done it about 2 or 3 times. So I'll have them take it down. We'll take it over and have them help me clean it, and they'll be excited to help out. Although they're going to be after a long ride, but hopefully they'll have slept.
Look, the only thing that you know it's Christmas in Thailand is when you go into the big shopping centres and there's a giant Christmas tree there. Otherwise, it's just an everyday, every other day in Thailand. You know, businesses are open, traders are trading, daughters still studying in school. So.
It was that way even a month ago or 3 weeks ago, I guess it was, when we did that bike ride. There was a Christmas tree in the mall. We went there in Hua Hin, and they put them up. But occasionally you see them in the bars, I guess, and when times are going good in the bar districts. But I think they do that just because they want people to come in. So it's another added thing for them.
Yeah.
I love the do-gooders hit you get in Australia every Christmas, where you can't decorate the shopping centres because you might offend the newcomers.
I will check that out. Waza said to check out Facebook and see if there's a Surin expat group, which there probably is. He's probably right. I just haven't really done much since I've been here. I'm on YouTube with you guys every other day, so it's I don't know. It would be nice to meet some people here, but I'm looking forward to doing the next bike trip, which I'm guessing, and I heard rumors of March. That'll be awesome. And then I will definitely make a trip your way, Mark. Probably, if I had to guess, I'd say probably sometime in January. And then I guess Tom and Mitch are going to head this way within the next week or so and come by for a day visit. I think they want to go up to the elephant festival, elephant farm, or whatever. I don't know when they're having that. I have to ask my wife. They've had it canceled the last couple of years because of COVID. But
a mate of mine just arrived from Australia. He's in Bangkok at the moment, so he's in an Airbnb for a month before he rents a house, and he's just outside of Bangkok, about 35 minutes to the west of Bangkok. So he's pretty keen to come down here, and I'm sort of keen to go up there. So I'm not sure whether or not I'll just hop in, because he hasn't got a car, he hasn't got a bike at the moment, but he can borrow a CBR 650 from a mutual friend of ours. So whether or not he does that, or whether he just rents a car, but otherwise I might after New Year's, I'll have New Year's here. I might just hop in the car and drive up to Bangkok for a couple of days, catch up with
what's
him.
happening at New Year's? Do you know? Have everybody getting together? Mitch? No, Mitch is gone.
No, I think Mitch is. Look, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mitch can tell everybody what Mitch wants to do. Not my place to say. But
I'm sure that a lot of the people there are going to be doing something.
Yeah, look, I did hear that. Look, I have to double check. I did hear that some of the celebrations are cancelled in Bangkok, and I thought I saw a byline on the phone when I was walking around before. Heard it beep, a news expert from the Tiger saying that the government has told 50 provinces or 50 regional towns or cities not to have New Year's celebrations. I'm not sure. I have to. Don't listen to me. I'm just a random guy on YouTube.
It sounds like something that would probably headed for anyway.
Yeah,
But
I'd have to check what Paddy is doing. But otherwise, look, whatever happens outside of Rayong, Rayong doesn't seem to be affected too much. And even if it's just a quiet New Year's down at on the beach for us, that'll be fine. Doesn't bother me. I had saw enough fireworks in Pattaya last month to last me for a full year anyway.
hello, how you doing, Chris?
Chris?
Hey guys, I just want to show you just quickly a little bit of Canadian Christmas snow. Snowing out here, but I'm not gonna. I have really bad hearing, so I'm probably not gonna be able to hear what you guys say. So I just want to show you a little bit of snow.
Sure.
Right here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. It's kind of dark here, but
that was good. At home, we did get
snow
on. Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
Wow. It was nice having snow on Christmas. I lived up in the high Sierras, but only at 3,500 feet, or actually 3,000. So I only got it very rarely. I think the 15, 18 years I was there, we got it about 5 or 6 times.
I reckon Brock will be. Yeah, I was going to say. I reckon Brock will be hanging out for it. I think he's going to hit 45 degrees in Perth for tomorrow morning. So
43.
43. 40. Oh well, there's a cool change coming through, Brock.
43 tomorrow.
anyway, that's
very
it.
Nice, man. Very nice,
Beauty.
very nice.
Beauty.
Thank you for
Thank
showing.
You, Chris.
Thanks for showing us that, Chris. You have a good one.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I can't really hear. My hearing's not too good, but
no worries.
Guys.
No worries.
Watching your live stream.
Uh-huh.
That nice sunny weather.
Yeah, it's nice here. I think it's going to be 80 here, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. But so it'll be nice here. All right, you have a good day, Chris.
My breakfast has just arrived, so I'm going to bid you all a very, very Merry Christmas. I might leave it on the phone so I can listen, but I don't want to let it get cold. She puts a bit of effort into my Western breakfast.
Go eat.
So have a happy and safe Christmas. Enjoy your presents. I don't know what to say, but
all right,
we'll see you before New Year's, I'm sure. So cheers, everybody. Thank you very much.
See you. Have a good one.
See you.
42, huh, Brock?
Yeah.
Wow. If you have the money, enjoy your life. I never seen a Brinks truck at a funeral. Exactly right, James. Exactly right. Yeah, that's why people are, because, I mean, just look at some people that could have came here 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago and not had any problem with anything. And now, back in. And I don't know. I still haven't seen, like I said, we're going to travel. Are we going to travel out of Surin? No, we're not going to, I don't think. But there are going to be people that are going to travel. And like I said, when we did it, we didn't see anything. Now, granted, if they go from 2,000 cases to 30,000 cases tomorrow, then they might have to do something. But if they don't try to ride this out, Thailand could be in a lot of trouble. Let's see. Bill, we're having warm spells across Lake Erie, no snow. So no snows for Christmas. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of neat. Like I said, my wife, she enjoyed it. We liked the wood stove, wood burning stove in the house going and the snow outside and ooh and ah and everything. But then by the next day I was ready to, melt enough, get rid of all that crap. But it was nice. It was perfect where I lived. In the usual winter, we might see snow 3 times and it would stick on the ground from anywhere from 2 days to a week, and a week it was gone pretty much. Very rarely would it be any more than that.
If it decided to snow in Perth tomorrow, it wouldn't hit the ground.
Hey, there's a Grinch. How you doing anyway? I know you've been commenting on happy holidays to you too. you've been commenting on a couple of things, but I haven't seen you in the chat. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Recovering? How's everything going? Let's see. I wanted to. Where's that one? With you, snows. Yeah, exactly. Go out and ooh ah, and then talk into going away. But it was fun, And when the kids were younger, and when kids would visit, my wife's
morning, Bill.
nephews and nieces.
Tono Man's in the house.
Yeah, TT's here. You got this. It was, it was fun. The kids had a good time. We had a little hill on the property, not much of a hill, but they were young, and we had, cardboard boxes and pieces of plastic, and they had fun. They had a good time. Yeah, it is getting there, Grinch. It is starting to come together. You go over there now, and it's like you don't want to leave. That's what I was just saying about my wife. She wanted to stay because it's basically we're in another couple of weeks we will be there, but it's just hard to leave like that. And TT saying hi to TDT, to Tom. Who's this? 28C. That's in. That's at the beach, right, Tom? At your condo? I still got to try to figure out a way to do that.
Actually, 32 right here at the moment.
Is it? I don't know what it is here. I'll tell you. I will tell you because it's been pretty decent here. Yeah, it was a low of 70, and it's 80 degrees right now. It'll probably get up. Or did that say 80 is a high? 85 is a high. It's 81 right now, and 70 in the morning. That's actually kind of warm for what it has been here because it's been. Oh wow, 64 Celsius, 16, whatever, something like that. 16 Celsius, 64 Fahrenheit, somewhere in that range. Chris, Andy, it's a little chilly for sure. Good for you. Thanks, Grinch. And I don't know if you'd answer. You're doing good. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I got. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. How long have we been? An hour and 20 minutes? Well, I'm not going to go a bunch longer, I don't think. I think I'm going to try to get over to the house because I've got to get back here and get all semi spruced up to go to that New Year's party tonight. So maybe I will end the live stream. I want to thank everybody that's in the live stream. Grinch, thanks for stopping by. Chris, Andy, Brock, of course. TT, I'm glad you made it. Tom, Joe, at least Joe's still here. And Bill, I think, I don't know if Cobus is still hanging in. James, Shannon, Randy, everybody that's in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you. I don't know. I might do a little short something tomorrow afternoon or something and just jump on for a little short Merry Christmas and here anyway. And what is it? No, it's because it's New Year's here. I mean, it's Christmas Eve here. But anyway, you want to say goodbye to anybody, bro? Before I slam the door?
If you want Kiwis, Wombat Kiwi Bar's details, just have a look for them on Google Maps and click on the placeholder. It'll bring up all their contact information. I can't post it because it's too big for the chat.
All right, guys. Thanks again, everybody. We'll do this again in a couple of days. Maybe I'll do something tomorrow, but I will catch you on the next one.